Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm, looks like I'm maybe a minute early. Wow. Okay. I thought I would jump on because when it's time to jump on, you want to jump on. Uh, there's so much to talk about today and so much for us to think about. And I think give ourselves a pat on the back because it's a very um, difficult time right now. It's a very complicated time right now, and I think it's important that we remember. Sorry, I just have to check something. Hang on a second. Okay, not a big deal. I'm waiting for a phone call, and of course, phones tend to ring when you're trying to do something else. So it's a complicated time for a number of reasons. We are dealing with some weather issues in various parts of the world. We are dealing with some uh, social and cultural and other group, community, tribe issues in various parts of the world. The weather is shifting. Um, we are giving thanks or shaking our fists. In Canada, tomorrow is Remembrance Day. Um, and for anyone in the world who knows anyone related to someone who served or serves, it's a time to reflect. So, with all of this going on, oh, and all the other stuff, people make a left turn when they should have turned right, and they end up going the wrong way, and there are accidents, and there are incidents and allegations, and I think I'm about to do a Paul Simon song. No, 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 please don't scream and run. I won't do a Paul Simon song. I won't sing, I promise. But there are so many things going on, and it is so easy to get completely caught up in the swirl. It is so easy. What is that? What is that expression? It's the squeaky wheel that gets oiled. It's the loudest voice that gets heard. Um, it is so easy to forget that there are things we need to do for us, for ourselves. And so, what I wanted to talk about today was remembering that. Remembering that we have these amazing stories, we have these amazing legacies, we have these legends, we have these heroes, we have these villains, we have all these people in our lives who we talk about. They're our ancestors and anyone that you can imagine who is larger than life. And around those people, around the events that surround them, we have built up these places of worship, these moments to stop and consider and give thanks. Very important, essential for us to know who we are and where we came from. Very important. Absolutely. However, what is also important is to remember who we are in this moment, what we are doing, where our priorities are in this moment. And one of the things that we forget to do is look after those things, look after us, check in with ourselves. How are our emotional vital signs? How are we doing? How do we feel? On a scale of 1 to 10, how okay or awesome is it? Is there something like a loose tooth that's wiggling around in the back of our heads? Can we take a moment and ask ourselves what that is? Just focus on us and say, is everything okay? And check in with all the different parts of us. Is that okay? Is this okay? I have done videos suggesting that you can, relax yourself and give yourself um, massage areas that make you feel, okay, that weight is lifted. Oh, I don't feel quite so stiff there. And thank you. We need to do those things as a regular routine so that we remember that the regular routine maintenance, like on your car, you got to check the fluids. You got to make sure there's gas in the tank. You got to make sure you put the right fuel in order to get maximum performance. We are no different, and our relationships are no different. The people we love, the people who are part of our daily lives, it's easy to take them for granted because they're there all the time. It's easy to say, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. It's important to stop and say, I'm thinking about you. I'm grateful. What you do and what you say makes such a difference. It doesn't take much to say that. We don't have to go all flowers and candy. We just have to tell people that their voices are heard, that they matter to us, that we're grateful that we matter to them. Why? Why do we do that? Because it keeps us connected. It keeps the flow of energy with the people who help us live our best lives. And that is so important. If we can find the time, if we can remember, and I always say it on every one of the videos, I always thank you. I always tell you to be good to you. And I always remind you to hug your loved ones. Those are the priorities. It starts with us. Here we are in the center. There's this little tiny circle. We're in the circle. Our immediate loved ones are in the circle with us. We make sure that's okay. And then we can move to the next circle and the next circle and the next circle. And it doesn't take long. It doesn't take a great deal of effort to say, hang on a second, I just have to do a self-diagnostic. I'll be back. And give yourself that time. Did I thank them? Did I tell them they're awesome? Did I tell them I love them? Okay, do that. Do that first, and then everything else. Now here's the big reason why. That is such powerful, beautiful, positive energy when you take the time to say it and mean it, that whatever is going on in your life and in their lives, you get this wash of lovely, positive energy, genuine affection, love, unconditional support, gratitude, blessings, all of those things. That brings the balance back. Whatever else may be happening, if we are okay, if we are balanced, if we are on an even keel, if we feel better, then we can handle all that other stuff. And while we are taking care of us, and we've set that other stuff aside for a minute, it's not that it's not important. We'll be there in a second. When we've taken care of us and we turn to the stuff and we say, okay, now, what's my first priority? We have a better handle on how we're going to handle it. We have a better grasp of our strengths. We've put everything in perspective. We've given ourselves permission to rewrite the story that we were telling ourselves. Tomorrow is going to be, tomorrow already is. Tomorrow already is an emotional day for a lot of people. Every day is an emotional day for a lot of people. Tomorrow, for people like me, military kids, it's more than a time to step up and say, my daddy served, and we followed, and we were there to support him. It's more than that. It tells us what we're made of, what is in our DNA. The DNA is what we bring. What we do with it is just as important. Do I continuously run to the next place and the next place and the next? I do. I do if I don't stop myself and think about it. Why am I in such a hurry to try and wrap this up and get packed and get ready and stand there facing the door? I don't have to do that anymore. I'm living in this moment, and there is no urgency to panic. And the reason I want to share this with you is this weird thing that goes on in our brains. We have these 3 areas in our brains, and I've talked about this a lot. And for those of you who are new, we have a subconscious brain that has been with us for forever. And it only knows the present tense. It only knows images and feelings. It only knows one tribe. And it only knows that we keep repeating the patterns that have kept us alive. It doesn't like change. It doesn't understand words. So if we, in our conscious brain and in our navigator negotiator brain, if we are aware that there are many things going on and that tomorrow or tomorrow after that could be scary, could be important, this subconscious brain that is in charge of all our feelings doesn't understand that it's tomorrow. That's why when we know something is going to happen, it's booked, we have it on our calendar, we bought the lottery ticket, we're waiting to find out if we got the promotion, whatever that is, the subconscious brain thinks it's happening now because it only understands the present tense. We can give ourselves permission to let that go with that breathing exercise that I've shown you, breathing deep from the diaphragm, getting good levels of oxygen into the blood, slowing things down instead of allowing things to race and ramp up, because that calms the subconscious brain. If we're breathing like this, everything's fine. If we tell our conscious brain, I am safe. That's step 1 and step 2. I've waited until today to tell you step 3. And step 3 is for the negotiator brain, the strategic brain, the prefrontal cortex that understands cause and effect. If we tell ourselves, this is what matters, this is why. If we remind ourselves, this is who we are walking the path with. This is why. This part of the brain understands that our journey, our intention, our leaning in has a purpose. We are not doing what we're doing based on a story we were told long ago that may not even be true. We are doing what we are doing because of the thing that we care about now, the people who matter, the goals we have, the journey we're on, the people we love. This is our reason. We are safe. We can breathe. And if we bring that into our daily routine, anytime something upsets us, anytime we get disturbing news, before we have a knee-jerk reaction to whatever that might be, we have permission to give ourselves an opportunity to say, we got this, and here's why. We have that opportunity. We deserve it. That's why I say to you every day, thank you for watching. You mean everything. Be good to you. Remember to hug your loved ones. I say that because it's true. And I hope you are saying it too. So that's going to be it today. That's going to be a very short video today because I have someplace I want to be, taking care of someone who cares about me. Today is episode 99. 99 videos. I may jump on tomorrow. Who knows? What I want to wish you is peace of mind, joy, abundance. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Be good to you. Hug your loved ones. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.